Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we will take a look at the notification configuration YAML file, so please stay tuned. Notification, sorry, let me close all this down. Okay, so let's go to notification. And the reason why the discovery application was failing, this one now is not failing. The reason why it was failing is because this port 8888, which is the port for the configuration server, it was in conflict when I start my Anaconda. So this is Anaconda. When I launch Jupyter in Anaconda for something else, it was in conflict and I just realized it. So I've changed the name into this notification. So I'm just updating the configuration for the notification. So in the notification, normal notification, let's close this down, otherwise it's confusing, right? So in the notification application.yml file, this is what I have Spring config import optional, configuration server configuration server http / localhost 8887. that is the configuration server port. I've just changed it to 887 because it was in conflict with another application when I ran it. And then the application name configuration service. And then if we go to the configuration for in the results folder of, all right, so in the notification YAML file of the config server under resources configuration, the notification service.yml file is this one, and we got Spring Data MongoDB, we got the username and password, and this is what we use to log into the Mongo. Host is localhost, the port is 72701, database is notification database, authentication database is admin, and then we got Kafka, and the settings for Kafka consumer. So in the notification, Kafka is a consumer, and is bootstrap dash service is localhost colon 9299092. Group ID is payment group, order group, and bid group, and these are the groups that I'm working with Kafka. Auto offset dash reset alias, key deserialization, so notice here it is deserialization, org.apache.kafka.common.serialization .spring serializer, and then it's value deserializer colon org.spring framework.kafka.support.serializer.json deserializer. Properties: spring.json.trusted.package colon star in single quotes, and spring.json.type.mapping colon order confirmation com.order com.auction.notification Kafka order confirmation. So if we go down here, it is under the notification. We've got com dot auction dot notification, then we got Kafka, and then we got order notification. The same thing with payment, com dot whatever dot payment Kafka payment dot confirmation. The same thing with bid. It has to match very well, otherwise you get errors or failures, or you go through a whole lot to get it done. Is bid winner notification is com dot notification auction dot notification, then Kafka bid winner bid, and then bid winner confirmation. Yeah, so those are did I say notification or confirmation? They are all confirmation, okay, at the end. All right, so though that is for the notification. For the gateway, this is what we have. We have Spring config import, and then optional config server http / localhost 8887. Remember, I've changed the port to 8887, not 8888. Application name is gateway configuration. So notice that this application name is the same name we give, the exact name we give to the YAML file in the configuration server. Otherwise, this will not pick it up here. So if we go into the configuration server, then the gateway, right, and in the gateway, we just like the other ones, we are specifying Spring Boot security OL2 resource server JWT ECY URI http localhost 9098 the RAMs ocean RAM. So this is the configuration for the gateway, and then we have another one which is right on the same level as security, as main allow bean definition overriding is constitute true. All right, so in the gateway there's quite a lot here. We have the same under the same level as security. Yeah, is cloud. Ignore the rest of them. Is cloud, and then we gateway discovery locator enable this true. So this is where we are going to set up all the routes, right, for all the services. If you don't set up a route for your service, you won't be able to locate that service or the endpoint. So this is where we control the route. So the first route I've got here, there may be mistakes here, but each ID needs to be unique basically for each of the APIs. So we got routes, and then we got ID this first one is product service get all products. The reason why I'm doing that separately, so I'm saying that it's part of the product service. Predicates path is equals to / product service / get all products. filters, and there was a problem. I was experimenting, and this is what I can, but I'm not gonna touch it because I've got it working now. To set that, this one, the reason why I've got that one separately for the rest of thingy is because I need to from the rest of the product. So I think there is another one called products at the bottom. Yeah, so we got the other product service setup here, but for this one I needed to enable set enable security permit or is equals to true, and this is how we do it. Filter strip prefix is equals to 1, metadata security permit or true. So this will also work on allowing this endpoint to be permitted or without security measure. I think because I added OAuth2 to my dependencies, there was a problem and I wanted to allow it all, and this is why I came up with this, or I did the research and that's what I came up with. Let's move on to the next one. We will play around it later. I'm not gonna mess around with it before it gets me into trouble. ID user service. So this is for the user service, and this is how we've so we say URI LB column dash load balance HTTP column / user service dash service. Remember that is similar to the YAML file, except that this is capital, and he knows how to read it. We set up the path as well, like for example the user service Swagger paths as well. We've set it up. Well, the last time I checked this, it looks like there was a replicate, so if you see something like that, ignore. So it's the same thing with the rest of them. We got order service here, ID order service, and then we got the path as the path that we've got there, and that is the main path if you remember. API /v1 / orders, and then any preceding endpoints after that. I'm just going down so you can see that it's exactly the same thing for all the services, except that you need to make sure that IDs are unique. Okay, so let's go down like this. If you want this, you could we got one setup. So every single service that I created, I had to add it here and then add the Swagger and the API because I needed the API docs as well, all the way until the end. So that I've got one for cart and it's Swagger, and the rest I've got one for, I think the only one I ain't got here is checkout. So let me just double check. I ain't got one for checkout, and then see, it looks like I ain't got one for checkout, and that's because he's the least one. If you go to the cart, I'm just gonna copy and then I'm gonna update it, and then we know how I add it, right? So we got one for cart service ID, cart service. Where does it start? It starts from, so we got one for ID. It starts from here. The rest of it doesn't go there. For the service page, as forbidden, so it starts from there. You just copy that and come down and then try and go back one more level, and that will put it into the same level as them, so you don't want to make that mistake. All right, and then you need to make sure you go back to, all right, it looks like I'm gonna have to end the video here. We will pick it up in the next video. See you then. Thank you.